say good morning, but it's raining. And welcome to episode 2 of What Has AI Ever Done for Teachers? The object of these videos is to provide a short burst of information that will help busy teachers to navigate their way through the constantly changing world of AI. This video will introduce you to the daddy of chatbots, Chat GPT, and I'll explain how it works, what generative AI is, and how you can use it in the classroom. In the next video, we will look at how it can be used outside lessons and why you don't need it. So, although it's free, you do need to log on when you go to Chat GPT. The easiest way to do this, I find, is just through a Google account if you've got one, or you can do it through Facebook, or you can create your own account if you prefer. I'm logging on using a Chrome browser because I haven't accessed the site before on this browser, so this is what you should see the first time that you go onto the site. So we're signing into OpenAI, the creators of Chat GPT. This is the free version 3, which has not been and won't be kept up to date. When you sign in, you'll need to give your date of birth to prove you're over 18, which I won't be sharing here. And here we go, we have Chat GPT. So we start off by creating a prompt that explains the role that you want the chatbot, Chat GPT, to take on. You tell it that you're going to be a Year 5 teacher, for example, in England, and you're starting a new topic based around Harry Potter. So you are a Year 5 teacher in England, prepare a set of introductory activities for your class's new book, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. And voila, there we go. We have a whole set of possible activities that you may or may not have thought of and may or may not use, but there you go. This is your dreadful first draft, so congratulations, you can go off and make a coffee because you've just saved yourself an hour's work. And going to move on to the next thing that we're going to use ChatGPT for is to help children to catch up with any work that they might have missed if they've not been in school. So if a child is returning to school, we can ask ChatGPT to get them up to speed, in this case by summarising the chapters of the book that have been read. So if I ask it to summarise the first chapter of the book, this is what I get. And I can now differentiate this to the reading age of the child in question. So if I ask it to make this suitable for a child with a reading age of 6 years old, it'll do that. And then I can ask it to extend any text by increasing the reading age of the child that's accessed. Okay, the next activity that I'm going to ask ChatGPT to complete has a double whammy. So this one's going to save prep time, and it's also going to create an extension activity which will allow children to continue working and therefore make you more efficient in the classroom. I'm going to ask it to create 10 questions based on chapter 2 for the children to complete once they've read that chapter. These can be tweaked once they appear to suit your needs, so you can change it to meet the reading domain that you're concentrating on, or for it to test specific skills that you want the children to focus on. So we've touched on how ChatGPT can help in English lessons. We can go on and look at how it works in different subjects. If you're studying the Victorians in history, we can ask the chatbot to create resources. You are studying Victorians in history, create 10 questions for children to answer about Queen Victoria. And there we go, 10 questions straight away. And these can be done in groups or pairs as a research activity or on the internet. And we can take this further. So the next task, I'm creating a new chat because I want the chatbot to take on the role of a historical figure. So I'm going to tell it you are Queen Victoria, using your knowledge of the time that you lived in, answer questions from a Year 5 primary class in England. And straight away, you can see here, we get a reply in role. I can ask anything about her life. I get an instant reply. And so children can create lists of questions and do their research, or they could fact check the answers. There's also ways that we can speak to a character live using something like Alexa, but I won't cover that here. And this can be taken even further than asking straight questions and answers. We can ask the character to give us facts about their life, some of which are true and some of which are not. So give me 5 facts about your life, make 3 of them true and 2 of them lies. And Victoria is really quite taken with this. And the children can then investigate which of these are true and which are not, so where they think that this is actually what happened to Victoria, or whether the Queen is telling them fibs. So that's a 5-minute toe in the water about Chat GPT. Don't forget, this is the old version, which I hardly ever use, and we'll look in other videos at why that is and discuss what other tools are now available. I think perhaps the most amazing thing about generative AI is the speed at which it's improving. So the things that we've looked at today will only get better and quicker and more efficient. And my aim is to keep you up to date and save you the time of looking at the hundreds of resources that are out there that don't really do any more for you than the main chatbots if you're clever enough about how you use them. See you next time.